Have you been using a conditional formatting in your Excel works? Welcome to our today's lesson. Please, if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please do so to help us grow this channel together. And please share it to a friend to also benefit from this tutorial. Today we are coming to look at conditional formatting in Excel. Now, conditional formatting is one of the most important features in Excel. It helps us in our selective works where we are being required to select figures or text. So assuming you are dealing with a large data of set and you are being asked to choose or to give some specific range of text or figures. This is where conditional formatting comes in. So these are my data set, and then I have my employee ID, I have my first name, last name, the full name, I have the age, their gender, their job title, their salary, the date, end date, and their email. We are going to focus on age and salary. How do we use conditional formatting in this? Now we know that the average age is 32 years, then the average salary is $48,556. Now my boss has come and asked me that I should give him the names of those that are below the average age. So those that are below the average age, that's what my boss has asked me. Now I cannot use my eye just to cross check and be selecting any number to give it to my boss. That's wrong. And here is why conditional formatting comes in. So let's see how conditional formatting will help us to select our ages that are below the average age. Now first I have to select my text. So as I click here, I'll press on Control plus Shift and then press the down arrow to select my text. Alternatively, I can also press and then drag it down to also select. So whichever way that you want to go, you can use it to select your text. Now when I come here, I can see conditional formatting here. So I just have to press the down arrow. Now I'm going to look for the average, the below average. So as I come here, top or bottom rows, I'll find top 10 items, top 10%, and here is the below average, and then we have above average. Now my boss asked me to give him the names of those that are below the average, and then we know the average age is 32. Now let me talk about these top 10 items. These top 10 items can be used assuming if you are having a grocery store and then you want to check your top 10 items that are bringing you money. That's where the top 10 items comes in. So you can make good use of it. So let's see what our boss has asked us to do, which is the below average. Now I just have to click on the below average. You see by default, it will give me a red color. So if I want it, I'll maintain. If I don't want, I'll just have to change the color. So let me go to, let's say, green. I'll choose green color, so light green. Now press OK. So you will see that conditional formatting has highlighted or has selected all the ages that are below the average age. So 30, 29, 31, these ages are below the average age. So Jim Halpert is part of those that are below the average age. And those, if my boss asks me for the names of those that are below the average age, it's very simple. Conditional formatting helps me to do it very easily. Now the next one, my boss has also asked me to give him those that are taking a salary above $45,000. That's what my boss has asked me to do. So you know that the average salary is $48,556. And my boss asked me that those that are taking above $45,000 are taking very high salary. So I should bring them out and let's see if they can reduce their salary. So the same thing, I will press Ctrl plus Shift and then down arrow to select, and then come to conditional formatting, and then here I will come to highlight cell rules. Here we have greater than, we have less than, we have range, this is between, we have equal to, you have text that contains, you have a date, reoccurring, you have duplicate values. So our boss asks us to fish those taking about $45,000. If he asks for less than $45,000, then we count to less than. But he said those taking above $45,000, we should bring them out. So I just have to click on the greater than, and then you see by default Excel has selected its normal, but I will have to change it because I am required to bring those that are taking about $45,000. So I will change this to 45,000. Yes, so $45,000. By default, it will give me its color, but I'll change it to a new color. A new color. Let me take this one. Okay, yellow. So that's what conditional formatting will help us to do. So as my boss has asked me to fish those taking about $45,000, I know that this person is taking about $45,000. The accountant too is also taking above. The HR too is also taking above $45,000. And the regional manager the same. The salesman the same. So these are those taking about $45,000, and these are the information that are needed by my boss. So with conditional formatting, I just have to make it easier and then give it to my boss. Now let's check something once more here. I'm having a list, couple of values here. I'm going to select all of this and then use the color scale. It's also part of conditional formatting. Let's see other forms of conditional formatting that we can use. Now, as I select my text, I'll click on conditional formatting, and then come to icon set. Now let's see icon set. Here, when I choose this one is showing us about this arrow going to our right direction. It's showing us that this is the average figure. This is the average figure. And then the February to these are the average figures, and then the red one going downward, these are the low figures, the smallest figures, and then the green one going upwards, these are the highest figures or highest values. So in here with these values you can easily tell the average ones the lowest ones, and the highest one, all by conditional formatting. Now let's look at other form. I can use data bars. I can use color scales. Let's get it one by one. So let's check data bars. Yes, data bar. Let me get this one. Okay. So with data bars too, the same, we know those going. Yes, the average ones. We know the lowest values. We know the highest values. So this is what the data bars do to us. So you can see that the highest value is being filled completely, but the average value is filled with half, half of it, and then yes, and then the lowest value too is filled with very small on that. So with this, you can easily tell the average, the lowest, and the highest one. Let's use other form of conditional formatting and let's see. Now let me clear these rules and then use a different one. So we just come to clear rules and clear rules, and then you go and select a new one. So let's go to color scales. Yes, this very nice one. So with color scales too, she will know that it will distinguish the highest values. So as we just see, you can see that the highest values are 750, we have 736. Then the average ones, we have 450, we have 440, 485, 736, and the lowest ones 150. So with conditional formatting, it helps us in selecting those that are required to select in all our works. So if you are working in corporate organization or you are someone who have been using Excel in doing your works, you have to know conditional formatting because it really helps. It really ease your work. We will end here. I hope this has helped you to understand some of the basic features of conditional formatting. Please like, share, and subscribe once more. We'll meet in our next lesson. Bye bye.